Hello, Aries. We are here. Okay, Aries, let's have a look at your energy. I'm going to select a ruin. This is for the month of October. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium, as well as I cover the astrology, chakras, soul coaching. Okay, so we're going to get into the read now. October is a real unique energy, as I've mentioned in the other ones, in the other zodiac signs, that because we have Mars retrograde in your zodiac sign, Aries in Chiron retrograde, you guys are in the thick of it. You may be operating, in a very different manner. However, you may be used to this frequency and maybe not, maybe second guessing yourself. I've already looked at the crystal. Definitely trying to tackle tasks using your intellect and your brawn to get things done. So there is a method to the madness. It's just a little bit frustrating trying to achieve these targets. I'm just looking through the book to get your ruin. There it is. No joke. I knew this was going to come up for you guys. Anywho, let's have a look. Okay, so the ruin that you have for this month is relating to Libra. Now, Libra happens to be your Venus placement. A little bit like Libras, your shadow sign is your connections. And Libra's side is also that connection. So it kind of goes vice versa. So you may be sort of trying to get the balance in situations, maybe turning to certain individuals, reflecting on certain individuals. And it does make sense because at a 3D level, subjects to do with your relationships are really coming up under the microscope. We have the Sun in Libra, which does link to your 7th house. And then by October 22nd, we have the Sun moving into Scorpio, which is, again, is it viable? Is it stable? What would need to happen to transform it, end it, births, deaths, endings? 8th house placement. We're also having Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, which is also amplifying this. So the conversations, all the things that was said, going over the detail, maybe cross wires, delays with finances coming through, things to that degree. But we're going to get into the read. Now, with the ruin, it does link to Badger, air, and let's have a look esoterically. Okay, new beginnings, awakening, transformation, breakthroughs, clarity, synthesis, growth, and hope. Okay, it is a complete positive ruin. Promises of a new dawn, the emergence of night. It celebrates the mystery of creation itself, the light that replaces the darkness. The sun is about to smile on you. Reversed, it simply means a wake-up call. So, and you can't really write reversed. No, it's upright. Okay, so whatever is happening, there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. And that really was coming through. You have garnet as the energy to focus on. And garnet is very spiritual in nature. Both rubies and garnets really relate to royalty. You're in your Mars energy, but, you're looking at these things and everything you're trying to do is to tie up these loose ends. You must stay focused this month. I know you guys are tired, but it's very important to tackle some of these arduous tasks that you need to. I stay focused on the task at hand and accomplish my goals with creativity and determination. So you've got what it takes and you're going to be able to do it. Now, whatever this wake-up call is, definitely through Mercury retrograde, it's really going to amplify it, connecting to your marriages, contracts, partnerships. Pluto's going direct in Capricorn. You can have really a lot of things changing in that domain, really looking at things of where the money's coming from. Why has it frozen? Strange. Very strange. It's back. That was strange. We've had some strange things happen before we got on here, and we were talking about Aries. Okay, so whatever this is, it's a wake-up call, okay? So with this wake-up call, be it you're in knowing of what you need to do, or suddenly something changes, especially because at the beginning of the month, we are having a full moon in Aries. It is at 9 degrees. It's at the 1st of October. It's hitting your first house placement. So let's look at your crystals. You've got a wake-up call. You've got something that you're working through. You've got garnet. Stop procrastinating. Increase self-motivation. Maintain focus, determination, and success. Stay grounded and focused. Walk the path to creative success. Garnet. Okay. Then you have in your native spirit animals, 2 have come out. A cycle that needs to end, getting back on track to where you're supposed to be. Feeling that you're off path and working towards getting back on your spiritual path. How this is happening is looking at it from an external point of view, which again, first house placement is not just what they want. What do you want? Marriages, contracts, partnerships. What are you wanting? Where are you positioned? How do you see situations? What you're doing with your chakra is you're using your brawn, using your intellect, seeing something, seeing a reality, assessing a situation. And again, whatever this is, it's really going to give you a wake up. So let's get into the read. This is going to be unique. Now, for the first moon, I do see you guys, something to do with home is coming up, something to do with family, something to do with you moving forward. I do feel whatever this wake-up call is going to be, it's shifting you and triggering you to take your power back. There might have been a lot of conflict. This could have been with an individual. Again, I will pull per moon cycle because we've got 3 this month, the energy of what is going on per moon phase in the romantic sector. Collectively, for you guys, Aries, you've got the Chariot, which is taking the bull by the horns, moving forward, having to move forward. Again, you know, this could be to do with home, to do with the relationship, but there has been some conflict. So it kind of makes sense with all the crowding energies, both with your chakra card, using your brains, looking at something, gathering information, really having a different perspective on it, being flexible, but also tackling those things that are really frustrating you. Now, by the time we reach the 16th, we are moving to the super new moon in Libra. Now, this is linking to your relationship sector, as well as we will still have the frequency of Lilith will be transferring over by the 21st, but initially, even facing a shadow inside yourself of what you do and don't want, you know, it's more you taking your power back, you looking at what you want out of connections, you may be being gentle with yourself, but also looking at your romantic sector and what you can actually bring to the situation. But it's a give and take. It's a reciprocal energy. So again, we'll move into the energy, but it can be an offering coming through 3 moon phases. Okay, so we've got the Aries full moon, purgatory, especially because we have Aries and Chiron retrograde and Mars retrograde. So we're not going to be really putting up with anything we don't want to. We're going to be a little bit more frustrated, maybe a bit more snappy, depending on where it's hitting in your chart, but innately will feel very tired. So it just prevents you from wasting time in situations that just don't serve you. So by the new moon in Libra, it's hitting your relationship sector, marriages, contracts, partnerships, offerings. What do you have on hand? What do you want? What creates balance in those areas? What does it look like? And I feel the deciding factor is you having an epiphany of what those things are, looking at something, what is for you, what isn't for you, and, you know, having this light bulb moment. And it really is a wake-up call. So I do feel between the first moon phase and the next moon phase, whatever this is going to be huge, especially since a lot of these planets are making aspects to Uranus, which is quick shifts and changes, doing 360s, some situations not working for us, and then having to move in a completely different direction. So by the time we reach the 31st, we are having the full moon in Taurus. And for you, again, it can be coming down to your professional resources. It might be to do with land, material value. And again, because we have Pluto Pluto. Why am I saying Pluto? Scorpio energy there, both with the Sun in Scorpio and Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Again, it can be to do with shared resources, assets, finances, the give and take in connections. There's a dividing of such, okay? You're being cautious. You're looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at what you would need to change. This can be dealing with a person that really isn't ready to deal with you. Maybe the wake-up call is, hey, you weren't really ready to deal with some of these things, but they need addressing. But I'll pull a clarifier on that. Also not getting driven by that, not being locked down by potentially, say, you're in a contract and you're feeling as though somehow if you take yourself away from it, you're going to lose financially. Look at the spirituality as well. You need to know that both are taking you to the higher path and it's for the long-term value, not just for the short-term gain. Yeah, somebody's really trying to take some power away, but it's the deciding factor is you just can't, I feel you will be giving up on a situation, letting something go in a mindset, and then it feels as though it's going to transform. Yeah, letting it go. It's like, it could be to do with a legacy. And again, home-related dynamics, there may be something that you're wanting to get rid of, wanting to sell, so that you can be free. Let's get into how it affects love for each moon phase. Okay, for the Aries full moon, please. For Aries, how does this affect love? Endings and new beginnings. What do you want? Bringing something to a head. Why? Yeah, you feel that it wasn't going in the direction that you wanted. You feel you maybe got off path. You want to change the approach. Okay, by the new moon in Libra, which is hitting your relationship sector, your 7th house placement. Okay, there could be some conflicts with people maybe that you're not seeing eye to eye with. Also with what you want, you're going to be really direct. I think this is like, no, this is what I want. I'm taking my power. I do feel really outspoken energy. Again, if you have been in a conflicting situation, this can bring tension. And look, you've got 2 death cards coming up. So I really do feel around Mercury retrograde as well as Pluto going direct, there's going to be chops and changes. You're wanting to really shape things up. And I feel because you've kind of been doing a lot of work to climb out of a situation. And it's funny because we've got 5 in the house. We've got 5 of wands. 5s are all about changes. So there appears to be a lot of changes that, you've tried to change your approach to do with the situation, but you really haven't seen a transformation. So again, it seems there's going to be something that comes at left field to shift this. This can also be a mindset. And you're like, right, I've made up my mind and I'm moving ahead. And you do have the Chariot energy there. So I do feel it's very decisive energy in doing this. Okay, what do we have coming through also with the new moon in Libra? And why? Yeah, you're being very, you may feel this is a very strict situation. Again, you could be really strict on yourself. You could have been really going to extremes for the situation, or the situation could have been going to extremes. Whatever this is surrounding you, you also, I'm feeling, really spreading yourself too fine. Looking at what people's needs are. 11:05, yeah, so you're just so tired. But it's maybe there's a critical person around you, and I do feel they're being very judgmental. This could have been really early on in the piece in your life, and then it's really affected you moving forward. And now your mindset is, look, I've kind of made peace with that. I know what I want out of connections. My opinion of it might have been based on very ill circumstances, but I'm going to turn over this new leaf and I'm going to take my power back and take it in a different direction. Then we have the full moon in Taurus. Okay, this can be very passionate. This can be conflicts. For those of you that are in an unhappy situation, which, there can be justice surrounding this between mid-month and the end of the month. And I really do say around Mars retrograde, depending on the yin and yang effect, and whether you're masculine or feminine, we're all directly dealing with the energy similar. But if you individually are dealing with a circumstance that is very toxic, very frustrating, and you feel it's really over, I think this is you really bringing it to a head. You may be looking at your contracts, reading fine print, looking at shared resources, and making a decisive decision. But it does feel that whatever this was, it's kind of higgledy-piggledy. You're really trying to pull the reins in and bring everything together. But you're going to have the power. Look, you're stepping into your masculine. This can be your career. It can be also in your romantic life. You know what you want, and you're making a deciding decision. Romance in general, please. For Aries. How are we all doing? We're all so quiet. I keep hitting the table. Okay, I'm seeing you to be really like nope. I don't know why that's coming through. It's like no. Whatever this is, there's something unfinished from the past. It's like you're going, look, I got off cycle. Okay, I'm seeing the bigger picture. This is not my path. I'm getting back on track. You're hearing things through the grapevine. It may be triggering you. And it's also really trying to clear the air with particular people. I feel you're more ready to do that during this transit. It's like, right, I've got to dig in and I need to get to the root core of this. We need to tackle this direct situation. I've seen external. Now I need to deal with this. It's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of naysayers. There's a lot of people pushing and pulling, talking rubbish. It's helped look at life. It's helped to look at life. It's helped to see different people's characters. But there's a lot of gossip around this situation. They're almost trying to dig to see what you're up to. For some that are single. Hi, Michelle. Oh, it's very controlling energy surrounding. Very controlling. Okay. How does your counterpart feel? Okay. You need to be careful of the self-talk. Now, this can be reflective of maybe where you would have liked different things inside the connection to be different. But it's really you looking at life and your connections. What went wrong, how to fix it. This can also, I don't feel you saying anything initially. I think it's external energies saying things. I do feel for Aries, there's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions, and it's sending you mixed signals. It's confusing you. It is due to the fact that, how do I put it? They see you in a particular light that you simply have not seen yourself yet. This is theirs, okay? There can be some anxiety around, it's almost like the gossipers, the jealousy, the projection, the control. There's somebody talking down to you in some format. This can be past tense or most recently, but it does just get this vibe that people's opinions have been quite sharp towards you, or this direct connection. It can even be you thinking, if after a fact of you trying to, clean up a situation, that, what is going to happen? What if I do this? What if I do that? Yeah, they're really tapping into their intuition to work out what to do, how to proceed forward. They do feel in some shape or form there was either on your side or their side, in irresponsibility. But they're also, okay, who's this person dealing with? What is this issue? Feels conflict. Who is this person that they're dealing with? Because I do feel there's a blockage here. What is this blockage? Stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Potentially two energies for some. A memory of what it was versus what you want it to be, or directly a third-party energy. The third-party energy might have been a mother's perspective or, a parent's perspective. But for some of you, it's almost like they feel that they need to talk directly to the love interest and speak about this direct connection, okay? It's like, we need to talk about this. I know who you are. I wish I saw the way you were and who you were. This is what I want. I need to talk to you. That's how it's coming through. Okay. You're hoping that this Aries energy has the courage to move forward, to actually deal with the conflicting energy, potentially of a third party. Yes, you understand. Like, you're hoping whatever this situation is that they can make peace with it. They can clear the slate and start really pushing the energy forward towards the future. Some of you feel this Aries energy, they do work too hard, and sometimes you feel they can, have too much empathy for particular energies. They also may feel that, how do I put this tactfully? Aries is looking at the cross-watcher as innocent, as genuine, as loving, and it can go vice versa, but there is an innocence here. They also want to take this back to the innocence of where it started, how it used to be, and bring the connection into balance with the cross-watcher. They know that you've been waiting. They know that this is overdue. Okay. I do feel on one side of the fence there is sort of this, either there's a connection that needs to end and there's a delay and you're wondering what the hold up is. But there's something surrounding a previous scenario closing out and an avoidance of it. Some of you may feel it's due to finances. But I do feel a lot of information is going to come up by the Libra new moon. And I do feel it's almost like that's a time stamp. It may be something to do with Libra, something to do with the new moon in Libra, which is marriages, contracts, partnerships. It's also justice and balance. And it's like paying the ferryman. That's what I keep hearing. It's really weird. It's like, paying it forward, moving forward, getting back on track to where you both need to be. They're reading something that you wrote them. And again, energy can swap. It's fluid. It's the energy coming through here. There's something that you wrote them a while ago. They're rereading over it. They also know that the way in which they handled a circumstance, maybe they picked the wrong cup. They're trying to make very honest, earnest, realist kind of base decisions. Some of you that are in separation are kind of thinking, you may be with someone. Have you moved on? Have you moved through a door? Have you learned and returned to innocence? I don't know. It can swap, but there's some sort of element here of, somebody's worth. Okay, how is Aries going? What does Aries need to know? You guys need to know what you're fighting for. You need, in order to know, and I think that's the devil in the detail. I'm almost mentally seeing needing to have more information, not just hearsay. needing to actually, especially through Mercury retrograde and Scorpio, reading what you're getting into. Some there has been potentially pressure. It can be on either side of the fence where a person is pressuring them to do something. And again, I'm having trouble saying it. Like pressuring them to do something. And that's why a lot of this has come up. It's like taking a connection to the next level, taking a contract to the next level. They're trying to see something through, but it's actually triggering the truth out of them. So the wake-up call is, wow, I've been doing this, but, is this in alignment for me? Is this what I want? They do know that some situation is being wiped clear of their life so that they can move on their correct path of where they need to be. So whatever they were previously doing, I think it's under the microscope. And that can be good and bad. It's like, just really having a look at it and going, okay, is this in my higher good? Yeah, they know who they want. I'm hearing I want it now. Yeah, they know what they want. The goal is to bring a spiritual connection together. And I'm seeing a gift. Some of you may wear a bracelet. I mean, from the beginning of the month, they got the Chariot. There's a crab on the Two of Cups. There's also a bangle that binds very much like the infinity energy, and there's red coming down off it. So some of you may have a bangle or a piece of jewelry that is very spiritual in nature. That could be very symbolic for some of you. I'm also seeing a necklace here. Okay, gifts. I do feel there's going to be conversations about what the stagnation has been with certain dynamics. I'm also seeing that looking before they leap. Whatever this is really, really, really changing and shifting. Everyone's calling me at the moment. It's really strange. I'm telling you, you guys are going to get a phone call. If you can hear buzzing, it's my phone. Any questions? Any warnings for Aries for this month? You're going to feel tired. Yeah. Okay, there is a manipulative person here. Between, I'd say people are very impatient. These are my family members, okay? I did say I was working. Look, it's between now and mid-month, I would say, and especially all through Mercury retrograde, especially with the Scorpionic aspect. Look, there's someone really pushing this person about, and it can go either side of the fence, but I feel it's directly towards Aries. There is a very, very pushy person on a sort of white noise, someone around them that's really nagging at them. It's worn them down. They're very, very tired. They're very fed up. They want their power back. There's this push-pull energy. I'm seeing, when I say third party, I don't feel third. I feel there's three energies that potentially can be a little bit bully-like. And it's unique because I really don't see Aries to be passive in a sense, but there's some reason that's occurring. Okay. Yeah, a lot of arguments. Yeah. Aries and rising, eh? How's it going for you, Olsen? The arguments can even be in one's mind, but sifting through the skeletons in the closet prior to Halloween. Yeah, try to do things in moderation. But I don't know, I'm feeling you're going to see light at the end of this tunnel. You got the eagle medicine, you got a cycle of life that you just don't feel it's correct for you. You've got Garnet, you're staying very focused. You're using your intellect. Whatever this is, it's going to be a wake-up call, especially with the new moon, full moon in Aries. I would say for the entirety of the month, you guys as human beings are going to be under really, really deep analytical energy, really summing a lot of things up, getting a lot of downloads. Everything's going to make perfect sense to you by the end of the month. I feel even the push-pull energy prior to that. Where's Virgo hitting? Because previous video we were talking, no wonder. Okay, Virgo can be high heart chakra. It also links to your health and your work and the energy of where you were putting your energy into, you know, what success you're getting out of something. So if something has been projected towards you and it's affecting your health, it's really coming up at the moment to move you forward, where you're going, whoa, 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 I need to look at this myself. I need to look at maybe where I wasn't seeing something, where I was maybe avoiding something. And it has been coming up and clearing your higher heart chakra, but it's also you holding yourself in such high regard like a Virgo, where you physically have to get everything perfect, that you're being gentle with yourself now. You're like, look, I'm human. Stuff happens. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being just like anyone else. As I can make mistakes, you can. I need to put that behind me and I need to move forward. Yes, okay, I've received some karma, so have others. And really focusing on what you want out of this. So if somebody's throwing that energy in your face, or it's been up in your grill energetically, I really do feel you're kind of summing it up in your mind and you're about to take a leap of faith. You're going to mix with people that make you happy. I do feel love as top agenda right now, but if you have a romantic interest around you that you simply have outgrown, I do feel that will really, really come up this month, where you'll be letting it go. But for those of you that are just like, I've had it. Others of you, you're moving towards this connection that you feel is more suitable for you, but you know what is and know what isn't. Okay? I hope this helps. I'll take a quick break and we'll be back to do. I'm going to try and persevere through these, hopefully not call phone calls. We're doing Leo next, and then we'll do Sagittarius, and then I've got 3 left. I'm going to try and do this today. I'm getting 8 done. Okay? If you need a booking, link is below. Thanks, Giggle. I kind of feel for you, Aries. Looks like a headache. Own that. Own that energy. Take your power back. Let it go. Eat some chocolate. Like Olsen. Olsen, I did have some chocolate the other day, okay? I confess. I had some chocolate on Milky Way. I'm not promoting. I was eating. Love my Snickers bars. Hey, Shelley. I'll be good. I'll behave. This is PG rated. My twin will smack my hand. He'll be behave, Yildiz. You know why we like the Snickers bar, don't you? After that little thing Shelley was telling me about. The brass ones. Were they brass monkeys? Yeah. Any questions in the house? I've got to go call my partner and my mother. Yeah, the brass monkeys, eh? We were talking about gifts. Chocolate makes you rock. Yeah, so do nuts. And M&M's. I love Twix. We're not here for promoting, but I mean, no. I'm just talking chocolate in general. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Hope you got enough for everyone. Well, I'm glad we've run out now, because I only buy it if we need some. Right? And I was like, okay, once it's gone, I'm not going back. That's it for a few months. No, I'm going to be good. But yeah, sometimes you just need to pep me up, right? little bit of a pep me up. We should have name the favourite chocolate bar. I'll probably be, if I can get super organised, which I intend to, I'm on a Mars mission energy mode. I want to do mid-months, and I'm going to try and organise, if I can be really organised, moving into for 2021 weekly reads, giveaways, for comments and things, for shares, for subs, for followers. Going back to the good old days. Eat the chocolate. I used to say that to my dad. I said, us females, when we get depressed, and it's such a cliche, but it's not true for everyone. You know, we eat chocolate. We got chocolate, right? Yeah. Some pounds, hopefully, also. Leo up next. Okay, I'll have a quick break. I'll be happy. Be happy, also. Don't worry. Be happy.